Hey everyone, it's Mika and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another college related video for you guys, and I'm going to be talking about how to make friends at college. This is definitely something that mostly everyone struggles with or worries about or even thinks about, especially going into their freshman year of college. These are the things that I kind of did last year and everything worked out for me in the end. So I'm just here to share my experiences and like what I did with you guys. Also, before we get right into it, I just want to say that I know that I only have like 4 nails on my hands right now. I kind of picked them all off, but I'm getting them done tomorrow. But just wanted to say that. I have my phone right here, and the first thing that I have, this depends on whether or not you've already been to your orientation, but honestly it really kind of starts there. At orientation, don't be afraid to go up to people and just make small talk, introduce yourself, and just be friendly with people. It's a perfect opportunity for you to meet new people because it's kind of like your first day with your graduating class basically. And I know how it's probably hard for some people to go up to other people to start a conversation, but just be friendly with people. Honestly, just be acquainted. I'm not saying that you have to be like best friends with these people that you meet. You honestly never really know. Maybe you'll actually find someone that you really connect with and you guys end up hanging out in the summer. Like, I don't know. But just start to get to know some names and start getting to know some faces and things like that, because this will come in handy later on, and I'm gonna get to it later in this video. On move-in day, obviously, like, you're gonna want to try to be friends with your roommates. Not only the fact that you're obviously living with them for an entire year, but they're kind of like the first people that you meet when you move in, obviously, so try to be friends with them. But whether you live in a 2-people room or like in a quad, I lived in a quad, so I had 3 other girls with me, just like talk to them obviously and just try to like hang out. It may be a little bit awkward, but honestly I feel like me and my roommates, we didn't really feel awkward at all. We found each other on Facebook, so we've had a group chat for like several months, like during senior year and like into the summer. So it's not like we actually talked for the first time on move-in day, but I feel like for me and my roommates, we just didn't really think that it was like weird or anything. Like, it is gonna be weird, don't get me wrong. Like, you're literally moving into a new environment and you're living with like basically strangers, so it is kind of a weird concept and none of it is normal. I just didn't think that anything was awkward, so we just kind of like naturally like kind of bonded. And a lot of people actually asked us on like in the first few days if we knew each other before college, and the answer is no. I think that people just think that because we're just so comfortable with each other, but I think it's really all about that. Like, obviously everything is going to be overwhelming, everything's going to be weird because you're not really used to this routine, and that can be terrifying, but just don't really think about that too much and I think it'll be fine. And if it doesn't work out with your roommates, it's not the end of the world. You don't really have to be best friends with them. The next thing that me and my roommates did is that we kind of like met our neighbors, like our surrounding neighbors, and we introduced ourselves. We asked them to come over. I remember on the second day we like invited them over to play Cards Against Humanity, and we just kind of like literally hung out in a giant circle, and there were a lot of people in the room and it was kind of overwhelming, but that was honestly, I feel like, so important for us because we kind of like met people through that. There were a lot of them that we didn't click with, which is totally fine. We were still friendly with them during the year, but we met like some of our friends through that, and because of that we were friends with our neighbors. If you've watched my videos, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Justin, Sean, and Zach, they were in the door next to us. We kind of all became friends. That was like the beginning of like the formation of our friend group, if that makes sense. This is kind of where your orientation friends come in. If you met people at orientation that you were kind of friendly with, or I'm not saying that you have to be like friends with these people, just people that you are friendly with or acquainted with during orientation, invite them to come over to your dorm and just hang out. Let them meet the people that you've made friends with on like the first 2 days. Maybe you guys will form a friend group out of it. I invited my friend over, Emily invited her friend over from orientation, so did Mallory. If you get lucky, then you guys will all like click and then you guys will all make a friend group. But even if that doesn't happen, you can still meet people through this way. You can be friends with your friends, orientation friends, and maybe they don't end up becoming friends during the year, but maybe you will, and that's totally fine. It's really just all about like who your people are, who you click with. You can't really necessarily control that, and all you have to do really is just be yourself. If you've been watching the video, so you know who Eric is, and he was in my last video, I think, or 2 videos ago, and Justin actually brought him over because they met at orientation and Justin's our neighbor. So honestly, it's just kind of like a pattern, or like it's like a path, honestly, like just you knowing people and you know people who know people, and just all of you guys coming together and forming a little friend group. I don't know if that made any sense, but I'm just kind of sharing like what happened with like me and my friends and what kind of worked out for me. But with the people that you meet during the first few days during moving week, hang out with them more, not just like in your room, like go out and get food together, explore the campus together, go to like events. There's gonna be quite a few events in the first few days, and go to those events with the people that you've just met, because yeah, you can introduce yourself to people and be friendly with them, but that's not gonna create a friendship. What's gonna create a friendship is the memories that you make, and just like you bonding over those memories. It may not seem like a lot, but these little things like going out to lunch, going to like on-campus events will, I feel like, jumpstart your friendship. And that's definitely what me and my friends did. We went to like things together in the first few days, and we ate together, and they kind of slowly formed our friendships. And the last point that I have on my list is that college classes are obviously going to be super different from high school, because you're going to be in a lot of lecture halls, and it's going to be a lot bigger than normal high school classes. Don't be afraid and don't get intimidated by it. Walk into it knowing that you still can make friends through your classes. So when you first walk into the room, like on the first day of classes, so just like scan the room and just sit next to someone and just start like introducing yourself. Honestly, like I kind of did that on the first day, and that's how I met one of my good friends, Allie. If you she's been in a few of my vlogs. We kind of found out that we were literally in the same classes, ended up becoming like studying for things together, and we also met these 2 other girls in our chem class, and that's how we formed our study group from chem. So it's really important to make friends in your classes. Like you don't have to be BFFs with them. There's a chance that you're going to be good friends with them, because you're probably going to end up studying together, and before class you may eat together too. So just like try to sit next to like a few people, just even one person in the first day of class, introduce yourself and see kind of where it goes. Even if they don't end up becoming like your friend, like it's also really important to have like a study buddy in the class, because exams are going to be hard and you want to study with people. That is basically it for this video. If you're an incoming freshman and you're nervous about making friends, trust me, we've all been where you are. I've been where you are. Last summer, going into freshman year of college, I just really wanted to meet new people, make friends. I was kind of like nervous, excited. But if you're like more nervous, then I promise you everything will work out in the end. You will find your people. You don't have to meet your people within the first week. Like if you get lucky like I did, maybe you will. Take your time with it, don't rush, and trust me, you will eventually find your group of friends or just people that you click with. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I really hope that it was helpful. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and go subscribe so you don't miss out on future college related videos. I also vlog, so make sure to check those out too on my channel. And I post every week. I've been kind of on a streak. I post every Friday. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!